Welcome, everybody. Don't worry, we have not flipped yet. I think we're getting ready to in a second. So just a moment. There we go. Off to Hill 400. I don't know what I think it's Hill 400 is the midpoint. Pretty sure it is. There we go. Okay. So I get to start my squad here. Now we're going to go up to the very top. Find a nice little safe spot down here. Graphics look good, and SAP on the Allies, GOAT on the Axis. Yes, we are all ready. Okay, everybody, welcome to tonight's matchup. I am your host, Smithers, for the next 90 minutes or so. Looking to bring you this SAP versus GOAT matchup here on Hill 400 with Hill 400 as midpoint. Bergstein Church as the fourth. Then we have Eastern Slope for the Axis. This is a 35 versus 35, so we will not see as full map coverage as in other 49-49 matches, and just a little bit more than we do in 30 versus 30. And we will go ahead and take a look at Hill 400. Now remember, when I'm zooming and around in the admin camera, I will not be able to get it too high up on Hill 400 because we're at the max level for the elevation. So there's a certain ceiling when it comes to streaming these matches that I have to abide by, and this is about the limit. I can't go up much higher than that right here in the middle. But on Hill 400, we're going to see plenty of little micro engagements in the bunkers, trenches, and the radar bunker here. Satchels going off, and then on the opposite side of the point, we have these other trenches and ruined buildings and changes in elevation. That's what makes Hill 400 such a unique, strong point throughout all Hell Let Loose. It really does. I mean, there's not many like this. It's got a bunch of different areas where the teams can fight. Then, of course, you're going to have these trees that sort of separate the little battlefields. And these trenches aren't just normal trenches. These are deep trenches. So it's not like somebody fighting another person right here will be able to, or somebody watching will be able to really interfere too much. So it should be good. Anyways, the Allies are favored to cap Hill 400 off the opening. Well, because they have much easier truck routes. Much, much, much easier. The Axis have to go around that bend and just rougher terrain, and plus getting their armor up here is not as easy as the Shermans can make it. Okay, but here we go. Take a look at the loadout. One person on artillery in the middle, still building the gun. Getting ready to load up here. Axis coming on forward. One long train of trucks. No rocket snipes from SAP. We have two supply trucks down to the south. Transport. Nice and quiet. Before all chaos breaks loose. Supply truck still moving. This one may have gotten a little bit hung up. It's going to be bullet. They may be going for fourth. I mean, they know the Allies are going to have the opening cap advantage. So they may try just a quick fourth point cap. Go get a POV of the Axis truck. Going through this special route amongst all the trees. Oh. Okay. Now they get out. I mean, they know they're going to lose the opening cap battle. I mean, that's pretty much guaranteed. Artillery begins to fall. Axis spreading out nice and fine. Dark Fiend setting up the MG42, waiting for the first blueberries to peek their heads. Uninstall, bro. Hunter, Lucky Bats. Commanding today for SAP is Engishima. And the Axis begin pouring on in. There we go. Pretty good split. We have a nice allied wrap up to the north. The supply truck on the border did get intercepted. So that will not be happening. Take a look at the hard cap. Cuervo coming over to the side. Whippy, Ohio joining us. They're going to be going inside the bunker here. Cuervo. Going up against Keys. Cuervo. Guns him down. Rocha. Lucky Bats on the opposite side. Lucky Bats is going to hear that M1 Garand. Going to bandage though real quick. Rocha. Lucky Bats. STG ready to go. Lucky Bats. Holds. Rocha. Ooh. Oh, he's looking. Ah, there we go. Lucky Bats. Gets him while he's looking the opposite way. Allies beginning to get some cap weight back here. Recon vehicle gets popped down to the south. I think that was a Puma that tried to roll on behind. Yeah, it sure was. Puma trying to get behind it. Opening medium 75 has been satcheled and taken out. Only thing left is the Stewie. Papa Mike Rodriguez. Back daddy. Cap progress. Oh, and the Stewie gets popped. Okay, so the Axis are going to have opening cap advantage. We have the Panzer IV, I believe, on the road down here. But we have Penguin in the rears getting rockets. It's going to be fully engine Penguin. Does he have any more ammo left? He may not have any more ammo. Penguin. No, he does. And Penguin gets the opening Panzer IV. Wicho. Taking a look about. Wicho. Looking for that AT player that may have sunk that shot. Wicho. Still holding. Remember, all these little different changes in elevation can prove quite the challenge for the infantry. Somoza. Brandinen. Just a few meters away from each other inside the bunker. And the cap progress has pretty much paused everybody. This is great to see. We have a 9 minutes opening cap. Raspberries pushing on down to the south, peeking from tree to tree. Titty gets popped over here to the left. Lothbron. Holding. Cazador coming over here to his right. Cazador. Trying to find Diabolic up there to the top. Diabolic with Yaman Graham, most likely. Oh, pops him right there. Okay, let's go check out the. Let's try to get at least a view of what's going on. Pretty intermingled from everybody, Policarpo. would be a high quality carpo. We saw, of course, command on the Foy match against Rofs. And a brutal back and forth on that snowy ground. Body carpo coming down to the trench. Raspberries working their way back up to the front line. Allies have gained a little bit of advantage now. 10-minute opening cap. Granadero. Allies pouring into all these little trenches and bunkers. Dark Fiend with the MG42 inside. Alpha Bueno unfortunately does. Oh, and Alpha Bueno hits the mine. On his Starbro coming around the corner. But nope, not able to make it in time. Dark Fiend with the MG42. Gege. GG. GG comes inside and mows him down with the Thompson. Map situation check, everybody. Axis trying to push on forward. We do have an airhead actually called in. Getting really aggressive right off the opening are the Axis. Lively. Holding out in the bunker, just trying to provide some circle cap weight. Holding in the corner here. But there's not enough raspberries to offset everything that SAP is putting in this circle. Aphon Citrus. Looking around. See if anybody's still alive in here. Lively. Still holding out. Cap looks to be going in favor of SAP in just a moment. Got about 15 more seconds. Bombing run has also been called in. The airhead is alive and well down here to the southeast of the point. Let's go see how this bombing run does. Cap progress does stall a little bit. Bombing run's going to go through the hard cap. It's going to get one. Don't think it's going to get much more, but Goat suddenly has a little bit extra life in him. SAP moved out of the circle maybe just a little bit too quickly. Lively could have a very few big frags here in the bunker, but he's trying to maintain that cap weight. Mac Daddy, Rodriguez inside. Lively's going to go for it, it looks like. Nope, may have placed on his satchel and was leaving. Lively. Okay, there you go. First cap goes to SAP. Going up 3-2 on Hill 400. Eastern slope looks solid, though. We got a garrisons being placed all across. George squad up to the north. Recon patrolling. Testing the area. Proxy satchel goes off. Clears the bunker. Uninstall, bro. GG gets taken out by Hunter. Cap going back in favor of Goat. They got that airhead did get wiped. Okay, so no more airhead. Artillery falling close, but the raspberries are storming forward and getting inside the bunker for that added coverage. Uninstall, bro, up top. Looking for that good angle. He should be able to see a number of blueberries approaching here. Uninstall, bro. It's kind of hard to see, of course, with all the trees and everything. He's jumping, though. Making sure that if shots are fired his way, he's able to step out, sidestep them. Weave left to right. Alpha Bueno. Alpha Bueno. Killed in the trenches. Artillery shell lands on top of the radar bunker, but the raspberries are safe below. Let's see if the allies are bringing up any armor. We have the one Stewie down below. Now, armor is one of those things in Hill 400 where both teams just kind of get a feel for how they want to play it. It can be so tricky with all the satchelers sneaking around and everything. So tricky. Over here on the border, Zedmaster, Pedro and Balsa. Trying to hold the line. Find this nice little cubby hole behind a rock and a tree and some little wood fence. Peña. Oh, Peña's a little bit too far south. Cap goes back in favor of SAP. Very good opening fight, though. Mayor Mac ready. Should CP up. Oh, okay. Gets a shot with the Car 98. Stewie, surprisingly, is still alive. Phelpsy, Turan, and Whitman holding this road. Have not got AT'd with Panzerschrecks. No satchels. They're all okay. Goat has a pretty good perimeter here. No real blueberry penetration, although Baker Squad did get that garrison up in the back line. So SAP will be able to leak some bodies back here and threaten Eastern Slope. Xerius trying to sneak around through the back line. Supply truck heading over to the right. So Xerius most likely is going to try to move up north, come around, and try to find a gap in the back line of SAP. Put down an outpost, potentially a double support swap from Xerius. Eastern Slope flickers a little bit. We got more blueberries coming on forward. Tank has been marked and wiped in the back line. We got Woodface, Handsome, teaming up with some AT play to take that out. So we'll see what Xerius will end up doing here. We'll go over to Eastern Slope. See how the defense is looking. Mufasa, though, looks to maybe have a chance at nailing this. Stewie, Mufasa. One in. Stewie spins. Nope, Mufasa getting a little bit too close. Stewie backs up, splashes. Mufasa gets two in. Stewie doesn't care. Merely wipes his face and tries to move on. Mufasa, though. Nope. Stewie's still alive, man. I swear, it's three Panzerschrecks on a Stewie. You would think that would totally demolish him. Well, maybe it'll be up to Lucky Bats. Lucky Bats. The Car 98 gets KK. T-Bone as well. But faces a headshot from the right from Alpha Bueno. Stewie on the road. Just trying to repair real quick from Phelpsy. Brandon providing some covering fire. Telling the Raspberries that, hey, don't take one step forward or you will face my wrath. Airhead was called in the Eastern Slope, everybody. Let's go check out the attack on Eastern. We have Bullet here. We got a bombing run as well. Bombing run coming up to the north. Very nice bombing run by Commander Engishima. Looks like it could get a couple, actually. And Hill 400, it's not too shabby. Airhead lands right here in the hard cap. Somoza, Rogue 83 approaching. Bullet holds. Fires some shots. We got a grenade, though, that landed over to the right. Bullet. 1 versus 2 for Bullet. Nope. Hanson comes up to the top and support. Going against Rogue 83 in a moment. And SAP could have a hard cap spawn wave. Yes, they do. Right in the middle of the circle. Throwing the bodies inside Eastern Slope. And Goat's going to have to respond to this. Titty takes out one. Cazador gets wiped. GG. Papa Mike bleeding out. No medics in sight. Bia approaching from the left. Oh, GG gets blasted. Bia. No, Cortez wins the 1 versus 1 with the STG. Another wave off of the Airhead, I presume. Yes, Airhead's still alive and well. Panzer IV, though, approaching. Strafer on Ghost. right overhead here. Panzer IV coming up. I don't think the blueberries are going to be able to stop that in time. Panzer IV coming up forward. How will they play this? Vitulosum over to the rears, but squad lead, 1 rocket from Mac Daddy. Oh, the rockets could line up perfectly here for SAP. Panzer IV's engine. No, and down she goes. Oh, the Panzer IV gets roasted in the right in the middle. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Cap progress over 50% now for SAP. Airhead is still alive. Goats almost on a full callback. They got raspberries coming in from almost all different directions. San Martin coming up from the bottom. Policarpo looking to hold. San Martin. Policarpo. Blueberries maintaining a nice ring inside the circle here. Can SAP go up 4-1 with an hour and 9 minutes left to go? That would be brutal. Raspberries pouring on in from the north. They may have enough sector to offset this in just a moment. They're going to need to win a few frags, though. Oh, man. Artillery falling. Can Goat get this back? It's going to be really close. Oh, no. A key artillery round lands and stops it. Meanwhile, cap progress continues on Hill 400. Will SAP be caught with their pants down? Whippy, Ohio gets wiped by Papa Mike. Oh, Papa Mike. Bombing run from Goat, looking to clear up the hard cap just in case. I don't blame the Goat commander. You got to do whatever it takes to prevent going down 1-4, and there we have it. 1 OP, I believe, will be remaining with Roger Squad over there on the left side. Cabo Chavito comes up, wipes the outpost, and there we have it. And the SAP attack fizzles out. But man, that was close. Goat had to make the full callback in order to prevent them going down 1-4 with Paper Mill as the 5th point. SAP already had bodies there. Looks like one blueberry. Oliveira going over there to Paper Mill to start that 5th point capture. Bullet. Still alive here in the back. Cazador. Running almost perpendicular to each other. Or parallel to each other, I should say. Bullet. Cazador. Bullet, first one to pull the trigger. Okay, so Goat will be on the attack now after clearing out most of the sector. Now, SAP still does have this garrison to the southeast that they could bring blueberries on forward from. Goat, so Goat is not quite out of danger yet. OMD tries to outfrag Keeks up there to the top, but unable to. Keeks is going to have the advantage of elevation. Alpha Citrus. Pops one in the bunker with these. Satchel goes on. Body parts go flying everywhere. Goat, though, narrowly, very narrowly, barely avoiding. What am I trying to say here? Goat narrowly avoiding disaster. I've said that right. Terrible. Holding him off here to the left-hand side. Goat doesn't have a garrison in the back. They got one outpost. It looks like House Squad Xerius going after that garrison in the middle. Now, SAP is going to respond to that. And they're also bringing up 176, it looks like. Don't see any heavy tanks for the Axis. They may be opting for no heavies. Now, that gives them an option to just keep spawning a bunch of half-tracks. Since they're going to have so much extra fuel. And on Hill 400, I mean, you're just so prone to getting satcheled all the time that it could be very, very rough. That's Chris. Gets popped by Mayor McReady. Policarpo being hunted down over there to the left side. Policarpo. It's pretty far deep, actually. Not too far away from this garrison. Mayor McReady. Holding in the trees, trying to get Granadero. And gets a shot. And look at this, you can just feel the complicated push that these players have to make. The blueberries are holding the trees up there. And they're listening for all those little footstep sounds. Tichos, Diabolic. Oof, another blueberry gets popped over there to the left. But it can be just very, very difficult sometimes. Couple of raspberries moving to the back line. Love Squad looking to replace that garrison that was just wiped. Rogue 83. Uninstalled, bro. GG, dope. Wipes that raspberry. Uninstall, bro. Looking forward. Looking up. Has to reload real quick. Grenade did bounce right by. Uninstall, bro. Grenades go off. Nope, uninstall, bro's okay. Still bleeding out, though, a little bit. Takes down the Rodrigo. Gonna take a second to bandage. GG's looking this way, though. Uninstall, bro. Coming over here to the right. Guns down. Afon Citrus. It's going to pull back, actually. And go to look somewhere else. First Allied Jumbo was making its way forward. Okay, it's up here by Hill 400. Okay. Right there in the hard cap. We got one raspberry up here. Go check out Lively. Lively's not that far away, but the garrison is really close. And so the 76 should be able to pick up on that. Headache Spy. Bendinen. Lively. Headache Spy. Lively lies low. Headache Spy. Sees him crawling, and this 76 crew getting it a little bit too close there to the trench. May want to rethink that next move. Bombing run coming over, right over Eastern Slope. It's going to get the garrison. And the Jumbo will try to find a safe spot. Except they got to be a little bit careful here. It could be so easy to get your tank stuck. Okay, so the Jumbo crew is going to hold. Just scan the distance. Phelpsy jumps out. Maybe gonna build a repair station. Yep, supplies go down. And so Phelpsy will pull out his wrench and build his tank crew. Oh, hold on. Nope. Maybe not yet. Headache Spy. Puts AUT mine down just in case. Looks like Turin will be responsible for building the repair station. So he'll begin hammering this away and giving the tank crew a nice little area where they could sit, repair their tank, and watch Hill 400 with ease. And there we go. All set and ready. So we'll see what this 76 ends up doing for the rest of the match. Let's go take a look at the front line. Jim beat. Line low. Eastern slope facing a little bit of pressure here. Kikis. Vitor Lepsum. Coming around the corner. Hunter. To the right. Hunter. Looking. Vitor Lepsum. Wipes Hunter. Tempo. Tempo may hear the sound to the rears and gets it right in the gut. But SAP slowly building this pressure over to the back of Eastern Slope. No half tracks yet driven up. Maybe because nobody wants to drive them. And also, welcome everybody tonight for those of you joining a little bit later. I'm your host, Smithers. I play for the competitive PC team Helios, here to bring you this console matchup between SAP and GOAT here on Hill 400 as part of Winter War League. So far, we have seen one cap going to SAP off the opening. It was a good 10-minute battle. SAP almost capped Eastern Slope. It was about 95% there, but GOAT was able to win a couple frags, the perfect timing, and call everybody back for a full team reset in order to recapture it. So it was a good sign from GOAT that they were able to respond to that, or else they would be down 1-4, looking all the way back from Paper Mill. Rocket comes in. Tembo says, no, not today, buddy. Gonna look to fire back with a Car 98. Of course, gonna struggle a little bit. Tembo takes one over to the left with Mac Daddy. Tembo's gonna reload. Papa Mike, though, running up. Papa Mike pulls out the Thompson. Or the Grand, not too sure. Oh, and Tembo gets himself a second one. Airhead called into Eastern Slope. Oh, Tembo gets popped. Airhead is up to the northeast, everybody. Garrison has been marked in the hard camp. George Squad coming around the corner. I think the Garrison was popped. It looks like SAP is going to have a second chance at getting this. Rocket goes over to Gallo. Gallo holds. Wipes GG from the rear. And this airhead will be landing momentarily, everybody. It's right in this area. There we go. There's the airhead spot. Couple blueberries defending it. T-Bone. Rodriguez. Long-range rocket. And GOAT is going to be facing yet another all-in callback situation. They have a couple raspberries on the attack still, so those will need to be brought over here to Eastern Slope. But no, maybe not. GOAT starts to cap it back. T-Bone trying to hold the airhead position, but T-Bone's going to be going up against a brutal 1 versus 4. Oh, you got raspberries all over him, T-Bone. Oh, Kava comes in with the headshot. President Balsa. We actually may see one spawn wave come off of here for SAP. Let's see. Cabo's running up. So is Jose. Airhead's right here. Nope. Oh, no. Jose Oh no, Jose! Oh no! Nobody knows the airhead is there! Oh no! An SAP may send a whole bunch of bodies on this. I don't know what the spawn timer is, but it can't be too far off. Airhead's right there waiting for the spawn. Tembo over here to the right. Tembo approaches. Runs by. No, nobody notices. Oh no. And the airhead may expire. Tembo. Just, all right. I don't think we're going to see a spawn one. Don't Tembo push us off. We may see one. Artillery falling around it. Let's see if SAP sends anybody here. Mufasa's pushing forward. Mufasa's gonna run past. No airhead spawn wave. And it may just expire. Wow, I think this may be the first naturally expiring airhead I've ever seen with no spawn waves, and the enemy doesn't take it off. Will we see one spawn wave? One spawn wave. Nope, that's it. No more airhead. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. 76. Coming on back towards Hill 400. Lively, though. Looking to put an end to that. Lively. Holding on the bunker. Lively. The 76 cruises off. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Phelpsy guns him down to the from the right side. Very nice, buddy. Gonna check for the satchel real quick. No sparks. All crew members jump out. Look for it. And they're good to go. Whitman jumps back in. And the crew will be just fine and dandy. Whew, close one. SAP looking really good from a map situation. Garrison up here to the northeast and down to the southeast, or northwest, or yeah, northeast, southeast of eastern slope. Then we have one OP still to the rears that's still leaking bodies. Over here to the back of Hill 400. Looking to just cause some disruption in the back line. MD. T-Bone. Patrolling around. T-Bone gets a headshot from MD. Bruno versus WMD. Bruno goes over to the left. Bruno holds. WMD. No, WMD decides to go the other way. MD. Still holding. Go inside the bunker. Bruno. Chavito. Chavito's coming up. Chavito. Bruno fires. Bruno. No, goes the other way now. MD. Chavito. Hold. Chavito. Bruno. No! And all right. There we go. Man, that was a long tussle. Eastern slope faces a little bit more pressure. 76 still in the circle. Rodriguez, Hedrick spy. Patrolling the back line. Go get a POV of Hedrick spy. May see terrible here in a second. Terrible. Nope. Just gonna look the other way. Oh, no! Not happening. Terrible. Approaching from down under. Climbing up to the middle of the hard camp. Camp progress coming in on eastern slope. Terrible looking. .76 splashes around. Gravel inside. Cuervo may have a chance on this jumbo, but he may have used the satchel on something else. I don't think he's going to have one left. Gallo, they're pinging this garrison, keep in mind. So we got blueberries responding, knowing that the bunker's most likely occupied. Headache spy, pops one. Cuervo peeks, fires a few STG rounds and nails him out right there on top of the other one. 76. Staying nice and safe here inside the circle. Not going out too far. And Cuervo. Grenade bounces off. Okay. Cuervo. They know he's inside. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the satchel. And that will clear that. And the garrison is gone as well. So a nice satchel there by Cuervo. Alpha on Citrus. Take a look at the hard camp. Wood face. Must be a story behind that. Wood face. Not too sure what it could be. Rocket. Wood face guns down one. Goat doing a good job of checking everything out here. Making sure that SAP is not able to get up one of those big surprise launch garrisons again. Whippy, Ohio. Taking some time to scope out the woods. Checking over to the north of Hill 400. We have some raspberries working about. Goat did get one garrison up to the far north. Half track placed by SAP. Over here in G3. Plenty of mines being placed on the roads all around. No tanks really, though, for the Axis. I don't think we've seen one Tiger. We saw one P4, but that was about it. Nothing much else. Whippy, Ohio, trying to find a good spot for an outpost. Commander Engishima up here to the top right. Goat here with pretty good defense. SAPs came close a couple times. But Goat has responded. Desperate to not go down 1-4 at all costs. You know, in some maps you can afford, like, it's not terrible if you go down. It's not like at the end of the game if you go down 1-4. SME is a good example. SMDM. Like, those are maps you can come back on from 1-4. It's with most layouts. Here, though, on Hill 400, from Paper Mill up here. Gruber hears the footsteps. Gruber fires a warning shot. Jose runs across. Oh, gets Jose. And Jose will faceplant down there to the bunker, but Gruber will fall victim by uninstall bro, and uninstall bro will get himself a nice little garrison takedown. Headache spy takes care of that, but the garrison is gone, so SAP will need to replace that as soon as possible. They have one garrison down to the south. Their border garrisons look very solid. They can launch back from any of multiple points, and plus these two down here. And this one, no, it's nothing up north. So it's not a travesty. We'll just need to get that open. We'll just need to get that reset as soon as possible. Pena on top of the bunker, checking everything out. Classy coming up to support. Van Dinnen. Takes care of Classy. And Pena is wiped by Headache Spy. T-Bone down there doing work. Another jumbo. Did the jumbo get taken out? Oh, it did. Okay, so they may have gotten satcheled. They were playing pretty safe, though. Kind of surprised by that. Looking for the carcass. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so the jumbo did get lost over here by this bunker. Because we saw the attempted satchel play, but it didn't work out. Bomber run coming in through Eastern Slope. SAP commander looking to soften the defense up a little bit. Doesn't look like anything will be destroyed. Maybe the garrison. I don't know if they have a garrison there, but go adjusting their garrison positions. One to the north, east, and then to the south. Multiple points to respond. And then we have an airhead potentially falling right there. We have... Yep, I think we do. Goat looking to go back on the offensive. GG coming on forward. Alpha Bueno gets taken care of. GG getting ready to dismantle it. Anybody here to defend it? No, nobody there to defend it. And GG will get himself a nice airhead takedown. Unfortunately, Whitby, Ohio was a little bit too late. And the goat attack will suffer a little bit. Whitby, Ohio leading the charge. Coming up here. Against the blueberries. Going inside the trenches. Gotta be careful of all the mines. No doubt there are mines. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the bombing run took care of them, actually. Whitby, Ohio holds. Headache Spy coming over to the left side. Whitby, Ohio. One shot into the rib cage. And he's taken care of. Whitby, Ohio. Gonna try and explore the surrounding area now. Alpha Bueno jumps up. Alpha Bueno. Oh, barely misses that round. Whitby, Ohio's gonna check out the bunker. Oh! Whitby, Ohio wins the 1-versus-1. And just like that, Goat is gonna have a little bit of presence here. They're gonna need one more SL at least. I don't think one will do it. And this Raspberry keeps doing work in the middle of Hill 400. Classy looking to line up a rocket on the Jumbo. And the Jumbo's like, please, we just drove all the way up here. Please don't take us out. Oh my gosh. Oh, real Winston Churchill. Thank you for the 10, buddy. Appreciate that. Are you that excited that I got so many stabs for you? Got all that footage for you. Really blow you up. For those of you who don't know, real Winston Churchill here is a amazing one with the knife or the knife. Wherever you are, however safe you may think you, however safe you think you may be, he's gonna find you. He's gonna shove that steel blade right into your abdomen, neck, face, whatever he sees fit. He doesn't give buttocks. It doesn't matter. Morfeo Haven't seen Morfeo at all this matchup. Morfeo looks to be a defensive SL, patrolling around the back line. Taking in the nice, quiet nature of Hill 400. Morfeo. Yep, sets down an outpost in the back line to act as additional radar. Policarpo is out there to the distance. They're going to be pretty far from each other, though. Policarpo. Hey, they're actually going to run into each other. Oh. And Policarpo wins the 1v1. Over here in the nice isolated backline. And Morfeo will let his buddies know that, hey, we got blueberries in the backline. I'm bleeding out. I need some help. I need an acai bowl ASAP. Okay, so Policarpo will keep going. Foxtrot down below. Vitor going up against Foxtrot. Oh, and then Thompson wins the 1v1. Did that 76 get satchel to the middle of Hill 400? Lucky Bats gets wiped in the trench. Yeah, I think the jumbo for the Allies did get taken out, so that's a second jumbo lost. And there's the carcass. Goat Satchelers strike. And of course that may, I mean, that's going to definitely, for the Allies, are they going to keep driving tanks up? I mean, that 76 crew, you drive so far on Hill 400 through the weaves and the climbing up here through the paths. It's slow. It's not very, the scenery's nice though. Yeah, but then you get up to the very top and then you get a satchel. Oh. Brutal. "37 minutes left to go. If you're just joining me, I'm your host tonight, Smithers, for this Winter War League matchup between GOAT and SAP here on Hill 400. So far, we have seen one cap with a couple almost captures by SAP on Eastern Slope, but GOAT was able to make a full callback and fight them off. And now it is up to GOAT to figure out how they want to get inside here, as SAP has been putting up pretty good defense. GOAT has been satcheling the 76s and the hard cap, so SAP has no armor support, really, as you would expect on Hill 400. Now, maybe in 49 versus 49s, where you have more infantry coverage around, they're able to provide better supports, you know, that kind of thing. But with 36s, eesh, it can be a little bit dicey. Chavito gets a assist there from the artillery shell. And GOAT bringing in the heat there a little bit. Got some pressure in the circle, but they need a couple more SLs in order to make this happen. So far, we're not seeing that. We have Lothbraun over here to the left. Peña up to the top. Need to see another GOAT assisting, maybe a half track coming around to the back. We have an AT player, terrible, on the back of the 76. Oh, they're rocketing it. 76 down to 2. Phelpsy gets popped. And the armor crews for SAP facing the wrath of GOAT. Xerius comes into the building. Serious. Just going to keep that mark updated. And may release some AT players off of item to try and finish that puppy off. And that'll be the third jumbo. And yeah, you feel bad for the SAP crew in a way. Once again, they're driving. And then they're like, ah, damn it. All right, let's get another heavy. Chavito. Headache spy. Coming up forward. Okay, Chavito. No. So close to the outpost, yet so far away. Captain Gallo. Down here in the trenches. Turns around. SAP bringing more bodies back to deal with this. Goat just doesn't have enough yet to... Not enough firepower here. They may think about just driving a couple tanks just to cause some chaos in the hardcat. Not that they're going to be effective. Just add a couple pieces to the offense. Maybe just, hell, bring in a couple solo Tigers. Two-man Tigers. And drive them on forward. And then just put them in the circle and see how long they can last. And then let the infantry try and just pick off the blueberries as they're trying to make their way towards the Tigers. I mean, you gotta think of unique strategies when it comes to maps like Hill 400. Pedro Balsa coming over to the right. Uninstall, bro. Just got done bandaging. Uninstall, bro. Is gonna hear the footsteps. Uninstall, bro. Takes him down with ease. Uninstall, bro. Falls victim to Headache spy. Okay. SAP still has a half track up here to the far north and another one down to the far south. Yep, Commander Ingashima. Realizing that, hey, it's not going to be working out for armor most likely. Let's just try to bring up as many half tracks as possible. And the third Jumbo 76, I think we just had go off up here to the north. SAP's tank crews facing a very tough uphill battle. Some here out. It got satchels. It was running, or it was trying to cruise off, I know. But it looks like it didn't make it to safety. Airhead called into Eastern Slope. Trying to give it another shot on that northeast side. Hey, remember, Goat didn't notice that last airhead. So it could work. It really could. The satchel goes off on top of the bunker. Another rocket sails on forward. Nautical getting inside. Cap progress continues for Goat just a little bit. Airhead's about to fall. Let's go check it out. Goat didn't see the last one. Let's see if they have an eye here, Fox Squad. All right, there we go. Airhead's taken care of. Whew. Saw what happened last time. Get a pulse of the defense from Somoza. Although Cap is going to... Oh, go, there we go. Airhead from Goat. Over here on the front line. Be falling right down below us. There it is. Now this airhead from Goat will be landing right... Is this a better spot? There it is. Okay, be landing inside that trench. Now Classy needs to stay by here to make sure that this is okay. But Classy goes off. We have a couple of blueberries, Alphonse, Citrus, and Gigi. Getting closer. Goat needs a couple raspberries to stay back here for the defense. Airhead's about to fall. Alphonse, Citrus. The barbed wire's in the way. No, they're going to be able to jump down and get it. Oh, nobody's there to protect the airhead. Oh! And the blueberries come up with ease, and they get it. And Hill 400, you just never know. Just never know. Zubmaster coming around the corner. Peeking about. So Zubmaster will keep looking. Rodriguez making sure everything's okay in the hard cap. Map situation looks generally... Oh, Rodriguez. Gotta be careful with the barbed wire butter. The garrison is taken care of. Sherman 75 coming down to the south. So the armor crews deciding to go away from 75, 76s and switching over to 75s to make it maybe a little bit quicker to get up to the top so they don't have to spend so much time driving. Submaster pops a shot from the left. Cover now. Gets Whippy, Ohio. Yeah. Facing a few. Oh, takes a shot right there to the neck. So Pia will continue looking down here. Bullets over here to the back of Eastern Slope, trying to set up an outpost. Getting a little bit close to the garrison. No bullet. Mac ready, pops a flare. Bullet's going to be going up against a 1 versus 4. Oh, shot to the back. Guerres with the Panzerschreck. Look it up, though. So Guerres will keep firing. Sherman 75 coming over here. Philip C. Turman women once again stepping away from the heavies and going for a little bit cheaper. Cheaper option here, as the goat satchelers have been all over, and unfortunately I did not catch them knocking them out. I mean, I caught the damage, but Wemdy Goat is starting to get some more presence up here to the north, pushing on. Remember, their airheads have just, unfortunately, they've been good airheads, just not been protected. In the 75, blast Wemdy. Cabo Chavito, though. Cabo Chavito. Looking to load up another one. Nope. Won't have the time. Uninstall, bro. Switching over to the rifle loadout. Chichos. No, Chichos. There's a mine right there. Uninstall, bro. Will he see it? Yes, he does. Rocket over into the 75. AT player, though, gets wiped again. Rocket from the left comes in from Chavito. Bruno and Hedrick Spy, though, take care of him. Bomber run called in by Goat over Hill 400. Coming into the hard cap. .75 still alive. There's just so many different directions that the shells can come through to, or just, I mean, come from to really make tank crews so nervous on a map like this. GG. Coming on forward. Coming on down to the eastern slope. But look at all those raspberries just waiting to intercept GG. Oh, GG. Commander Oceloth for Goat. Jun Quintal over there to the far, far left. And let's take a look at the map situation. Everybody will understand kind of what's going on while we follow Oceloth here. So Goat has one garrison up to the north. We have OPs over here to the northwest. Goat did get another garrison. But it's being locked currently by these blueberries. They're going to have to patrol around this border and report back what garrisons they were able to find of SAPs. On the SAP side, they got great half-track placement in very nice, safe spaces. Commander Engishima knows how to place these half-tracks. Far away from the action, you just want to use it as a backup spawn in order to keep pumping your blueberries into the back of enemy lines. Look at all those mines on the road. Oh, Oceloth gets popped. Oh, no. Lively, looking around for the perpetrator, and it turned out to be Jun Quintal. Lively. Fires back. Lively. Bruno, headshot on Lively. Alpha Bueno coming over to the rears, gets one. Foxtrot. It's two. Alpha Bueno. Getting closer and closer to Eastern Slope. But it's quite the fight ahead of him. It's just so hard to maintain a consistent line to figure out where your enemies are. So intermixed. Kikis. Dark Fiend in the bunker. MG42 goes off. Kikis may hear it. Brendan coming over to the side. Yep, clears it. USAP bodies. But there's a rocket into the garrison and it wipes it. Rocket from Pia up there on the hilltop. Chavito looks on. Kikis wipes an outpost over there to the right. Pia running down, no doubt happy about that beautiful rocket. "19 minutes left to go. If you're just joining me, I'm your host tonight, Smithers, for this console matchup between GOAT and SAP. And if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button. If you could, please. So far, we have seen one cap, but SAP desperately trying to capture Eastern Slope. They've had two very close calls, but GOAT has responded with full defense. Thrown them back. However, we're about to witness another one with an airhead called in to the southwest of the hard cap. Morfeo, though. Morfeo should be able to intercept this, but I don't think it went out in command chat. And the airhead may land. Yep, it's gonna look like it's gonna land safely. Cap progress stalls at 50%, and SAP is gonna be able to get a decent chunk of spawns right here. Look at that, perfectly placed by a nice sturdy log. And now, SAP may finally have it. GOAT is charging in from all different directions. Nobody really on the attack. We just have 3 raspberries, I believe. Cap progress 75%. Looking really good here for the allies. Looking really, really good. Artillery falling. A couple of blueberries come on in. SAP's fully, pretty much here. It's going to be 90%. And there we go. SAP captures Eastern Slope and goes up 4-1. And the Sherman 75 crew is here to celebrate with the team. Finally able to be relieved from the clutches of Hill 400. 5th point is Paperville, remember? Now, the biggest thing for GOAT is to hold on to these, or spread out their spawn points as much as possible, because they don't want to have to run back from Paper Mill. We do have one SAP squad leader. Hal gonna go probe 5th. Sherman 75 with a nice angle, firing down into the trees. Razgriz gets popped by WMD. Jim Beat, Whitby, Ohio, Classy Hall pushing forward here. SAP moving out from the north to the south on Paper Mill. GOAT's going to have a few more minutes to really dial in this counterattack before they start to face pressure on 5th. Jim Beat ricochets a rocket, unfortunately. Oh, but the finishing round comes in from Classy. Oh, and there was a satchel on it too. That will clear out that big defensive chest piece for the Allies. Access supplies falling close. Counterattack looks to be going well. Long-range rocket goes over by Gruber. And look at that. Goat is on a nice... They got their OP set up. Good to go. And they're pouring on in. Would like to see some half-tracks. They got to have so much fuel. We have a tank being crewed, I believe. A P4. Looks like they're going to drive up on the road. But, man, they're going to be facing a lot of mines. We'll try to keep track of that. Lively. Chavito. Classy. Lively. No. Chavito. It's Kiki. Reinforced drop. Medium Sherman spawned. Rocket, sail forward and blast Classy out of the circle trench. That came in from Diabolic. Access supplies ready to be used. Squad leads may be waiting till the point is captured so they don't use all 100 of them though. Foxtrot, Quicho. Down below. Vitor. Coming up on the outpost. The Raspberries defend it with everything they got. Looking good for this counterattack. We do have an SAP bombing run coming on the front line. I think it's going to be a little bit off. Oh, we have a dual bombing run, I believe. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's a dual bombing run. I think that was... Was it? No, maybe it wasn't. It looked like it was. Okay, just solo. And SAP responding. Goat still has a little bit of a foothold, but SAP now has the elevation advantage. And they're going to be looking down on the Goat soldiers. Get a POV of Gruber here. Gruber. Looking down. Nope. Maybe the elevation advantage isn't that great. Kikis. No. Try to use the longest coverage. Minutes. Goat still has a good hold, but the Blueberries are looking for those outposts and garrisons. No P4 on the main road. I'm wondering if it hit some mines. I don't see it anywhere. Oh no, it's up here. Okay, there's the P4. Mac Daddy. Looking to jump on it. Yep, P4 is taking some rounds. Pia's also in support. Maybe some shake and bake action. Oof. I think these next rockets should do it. Pia to the left, Mac Daddy to the right. And Mac Daddy gets wiped, but Pia nails the round. Alrighty, and the Panzer IV goes Baba Badooey. Goat overloading the circle. Here they go again. Mayo Kog holding here. In the circle trench we go. Over to the bunker maybe. Lively, Hunter. Holding this little bit of ground. No, the rockets. Lively. And the OP should get wiped any second. As the raspberry, the Blueberries close in. Outpost gets popped. Camp progress still going in favor of Goat, but the Allies are pouring on forward. As soon as they cross that barbed wire, they should be good. WMD. Trying to survive here as long as he can behind the wood pile. Oh no! And here comes. Yep, here they come. Getting the frags they need in these final few seconds. That was close. That was real close. There was actually a little bit of camp progress on 5th, though, too. A couple Blueberries there. Goat still camping. They're pushing back forward. But they need every raspberry to stay alive. Incredible. Going over to the circle trench. Bombing run called in by Goat. Bombing run's going on the north side, but the blueberries have cleaned out of there. Let's go see. Make it. Nope, doesn't look like it's going to get anything. Oh, and the big spawn wave comes in and the bombing run right afterwards. Oh. Oh. And the bombing run was just a little bit off. Oh. And that should be... Oh, but a big artillery round lands and clears a beautiful amount. Beautiful. But I think that was the save wave SAP needed to avoid disaster. Better than Balsa. 9 minutes. Does Goat have one more big counterattack in him? We got a couple raspberry outposts. But that bombing run was oh so close. 75 coming back. Tank crew making it all the way here, only to potentially get immediately satcheled by people like Lively. Planting one right on the right side, and the medium's gonna stroll on forward. Phelpsy jumps out. Phelpsy immediately gets wasted. And the 75 crew making the journey yet again. And they go into the middle of the hard cap. Whitman's gonna jump out and try to find the satchel. But I think it's on the other side. Oh no! Oh no! And the blueberries get closer. They're looking for it. Oh my gosh. Oh, down goes the tank. Oh, those are the best satchels. Those really are. Peace strike called in. Down to the south now for the Allies. These tend to be oh so tricky. And the Lukes, I think, is pushed up the road. Yeah, okay. Yeah, on Hill 400, chances of hitting a Peace strike are, yeah, not that good. And the Lukes gets taken care of. They hit a mine, potentially. There are plenty of mines on this road. We saw that before on the map. And Goat has been pretty much pushed out of Eastern. A couple of blueberries. Baker Squad harassing Paper Mill. 7 minutes left to go. And SAP looking to hold for this 4-1. T-Bone. Nope, T-Bone. Gonna try to find a little bit of coverage behind the tree, maybe. Nope, just gonna find a new rock. Vitor. Oh. Goat gets some pressure. It's pure sector. Reinforce was dropped. But the thing is that SCP has that garrison right to the north. So as we saw with that bombing run earlier, I mean, they could just reinforce the hard cap pretty much at any moment. A Goat would need to take that out in order to stand a chance here. 50% cap, but once again, expecting a big save wave to come in from the north. Goat still pushing forward. Getting closer here, waiting for the big Gary wave. Should be right below us. Now keep in mind the garrison is beyond the barbed wire. Not within it. Body carpo. A couple blueberries come off the Gary. But if Goat could win a couple frags... Thing is, they don't have any Hill 400 spawns. So they would lose. They would need a decent chunk of time in order to get this back. Artillery shell lands right here in the middle. Goat's about 75% there. Another blueberry wave, though, over here to the left off that garrison. We would need to see artillery fall at least, but because I think the Goat bombing run's on cooldown. Look at that, just all the blueberries coming off to fight the Goat push. Cazador about to get wrecked over here. Yep, Bia takes out another one. Penguin. We have a Puma. Puma trying to make its way up here to the middle of the chaos. Rocket comes in. The rocket pushes the recon tank down. Oh, the poor recon tank. This Penguin have another one. Nope. Mayor McReady takes care of it. And the Puma crew won't really be able to do much. Goat still clawing through the trees, but I just don't think they have enough firepower to come out ahead here. Rodriguez steps on forward and blasts with a shotgun. Three minutes, 25 seconds left to go. 1 minute 20 till Goat can for sure SAP can secure the 4-1 victory. Look at him. All the blueberries just staying on the high ground. Firing down below as Goat tries to desperately push forward. President balls up, nails the rocket. Coronel to the left. Dakano. Cortez tries to run forward with the flamethrower. Mothbrawn. Dakano. Here's the MG42 and should see the shot come in. Oh, he's gonna maybe go for the knife. Dakano. No, and he gets out. Oh, Dakano. Nails him with the melee. Beautiful job, buddy. There you go. All right, buddy. Well, thank you for joining me. Congratulations to SAP for securing the 4-1 victory here on Hill 400 as part of the Winter War League. And as we saw, we had 2 captures this matchup. SAP almost capped Eastern Slope twice. Goat fought them off. But then SAP finally broke through, got control of the circle, and was able to get that 4-1. Goat almost had a close cap. They really did. It was so close. But unfortunately, the bombing run from the commander missed the garrison up to the north right there, just by a little bit. And SAP was able to get a really big spawn wave in order to save. in order to save Eastern Slope. It was close. Really, really close. Well, congratulations to Commander Ngashima for coming out tonight as the victorious commander. Of course, tanks for SAP didn't have the greatest time. 3 Jumbo 76 lost, 2 medium 75s, at least 2 medium 75s that I saw. Bamboozled pretty much as soon as they got up to the front line. So SAP tank crews will be happy that this map is done and over with. All right, everybody, well, thank you for joining me tonight for this stream. That'll be it for today, at least. We'll have more streams tomorrow, and then Saturday we'll start off bright and early at 5 a.m. for Anzac versus Finland for the part of the Hell Let Loose World Cup. And then during later in the day, we'll have a whole bunch more matches. I mean, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be maybe a triple header, maybe a quad header, actually. 4 back-to-back-to-back games. No, nonstop. It's going to be wild, potentially. We'll see how many, we'll see what it comes to. Everybody,